All right, guys, we are back on the grind. Another day, another dollar. This week, six-time world kickboxing champion, my main man, Luis Tavares. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing fine, man. How are you?
Doing good, man. So happy
Yeah.
to have you on the show. Been watching a
Happy
lot
to
of
be
your
here.
thank you. Watching a lot of your tape lately. Love
Yeah.
you inside the ring. Love your flow. Love your composure. First and foremost, how did you start in the game? How did you start kickboxing? What was that first little that lesson, the first memory?
Uh, well, actually, it goes back now, I think 15 years or so.
Okay,
Um, I started as a soccer player, actually, and my
nice.
brother, he switched to kickboxing, and I followed him, and now I'm kickboxer too. So that's how it went, actually.
Okay. And then okay, so mid-August, probably a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago, you signed with First Round Management.
Yes, yes. I signed with First Round Management. Well, they are a big management company, of course.
Huge.
They have in my opinion, maybe the best MMA fighter out there. That's in John Jones. They
Mhm.
have a lot of stars, so I'm very excited and glad to sign that I signed the contract. So I'm very happy to
Absolutely.
be part of the family.
Part of the family. Yeah,
Yeah,
FRM is really happy to have you underneath their umbrella. They
yeah,
do a lot of great things for a lot of numerous of people. Low level fighters, mid, and then like you said,
yeah,
John Jones and Masvidal, and some of the biggest names in the industry. You all Romero and stuff. So FRM is
yeah.
a great team to be a part of. Is this so? I saw too. I saw a picture just came out. October 9th is your first mixed martial art fight.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna make my MMA debut here in the Netherlands.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, it's been a long while coming. So actually, I signed with First Round, so the debut wasn't long in the making.
Right.
But
That's
yeah,
the game plan is to transfer into mixed martial arts.
if everything goes well, that's the
Okay.
plan. Yeah, that's the
Okay.
plan. So we're taking things slowly now. First of all, I have to get a few in the cage.
Mhm.
I have to get a good understanding of what it takes. The ground game is also a different part, the wrestling. So I really have to work on that. But I'm a professional. Everything I do is I take very seriously. So this I will do too.
Absolutely. I think the UFC should definitely be on notice when you get out of that octagon. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
your striking ability is by far one of the best I've seen.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kickboxing. Turn.
Yeah.
One of the hottest names in mixed martial arts fighting for the middleweight championship a couple weeks from now is Israel Adesanya. And
Yeah.
watching him and watching you, I see some similarities. Have you noticed that, or have you heard that from anyone else?
Well, actually, the way he approaches the fight game, it's similar to mine. He's a technical fighter. He likes to use his eyesight. He's very elusive in the ring, and
Right.
I share the same qualities. In my opinion, I think the way I use it is a bit different, but it's personal. But he was a good kickboxer. He made a transition to MMA perfectly, and now he's the champion. So yeah, for me, I would like to do the same. You know,
Right.
yeah. Yeah.
What weight class would you like to slide into?
Well, in kickboxing, I'm fighting 95 kilos. That's
Right.
like 208 or something like that. So I think I will start at 205, and if I can make 185, I will. So
That'd be a big cut.
yeah, that would be a big cut. Yeah, it is. It is. It is.
Lot of weeks of just vegetables and water.
Well, actually, I've been on a strict diet for like 7 months right now. So
Wow.
for me, it's normal.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Um, so with signing with First Round Management and
Yeah.
trying to, UFC and all of that nature, is it, obvious to say that definitely a lot of stuff in the States is going to have to, see you in the near future? Are you kind of coming across here? Is that kind of the game plan for you?
Yeah, it is because if you wanna be the best, if you wanna be the best, you have to train with the best. And
Right.
as far as it goes with the wrestling and ground game, I have to go to the States if I want to make it in the MMA. So I'm definitely planning to go there in the future. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
We cannot wait. I see one thing you're wearing that Rude hoodie.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it is, man.
yeah, we got connected through that. So I would love for you to, spot that for a little bit.
Yeah. Because he connected me on Instagram a while back, like 7 months back. Actually, before my last fight in December, actually, and
Okay.
he sent me some stuff, and I liked it. So
Yeah.
that's how it went.
Very cool. Social media is a huge thing, especially here in the
It
States.
is.
It's a really huge
Yeah.
thing. Your Instagram official to Tavares, right?
Yeah. That's my Instagram. So for everybody, follow it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's a great
Yeah.
page. I love the page. I saw a lot of your stuff, a lot of the videos on it. And then I like
Thank you.
what you did kind of towards you did like a couple pictures, right? And
Yeah.
you put it together and it's like one kick. It's like one head kick.
Yeah.
So that
Well,
was
actually,
fun.
that was from Glory. They put it on their page also on the Dutch page of theirs. So I just took it from. I liked it and I took it. Yeah.
There you go. So what you said soccer.
Yeah.
What other sport did you play when you were a teen or a kid, and that maybe transitioned into now kickboxing and now mixed martial arts?
Well, actually, I played soccer and taekwondo. That's what I
Right.
started with as a young kid. I grew up in Rotterdam West. That's sort of like tough for
Okay.
Dutch standards, like a tough neighborhood. So my dad used to tell me, you have to protect yourself on the streets if needed. So that's
Right.
why the taekwondo classes. And I always was into soccer. Of actually, my father was into soccer, so we just we just went along. And
Yeah.
soccer is it's a big sport here in the Netherlands and all over the world except except USA. So
It's getting it. It's getting it. We're getting there.
it's getting there. But you in the USA you have way more popular sports.
Yeah.
Like for instance basketball and all this kinds of stuff. But yeah, soccer is very big over here, very big in Europe. So yeah, it's like normal to try out for a soccer team, and I played for one of the two major teams here in my home city, Rotterdam, and yeah, it was a good experience. But the day I walked in a kickboxing gym, the
That was it.
feeling, yeah, for me it was a no-brainer, to switch. So the feeling I had with kickboxing, I never had it with soccer. So that's why I switched.
There you go. There you go. Something that's kind of happening here in the States. It's very, very important, very vital. You mentioned basketball and
Yeah,
Israel Adesanya, so kind of clicked. The Black Lives Matter movement.
yeah,
Definitely such an important, vital movement that's going on. Basketball players boycotted the last couple of games. It looks like they're coming back.
yeah.
How is that, over the pond? Like, how is that? Are you guys feeling that as well? Are you guys seeing that from what we're doing? How is that over there?
Well, actually, when the George Floyd incident happened, well, that got worldwide coverage. So,
Right.
people started protesting even here, and yeah, in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's definitely going on over here as well, and everything. Yeah, socially, yeah, we are very capable of it, and yeah, it's like every day now. You can hear it in the news, you can hear it on social media, and just the other day, the other incident happened over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets over here, when people are talking about it. We're they're creating awareness, but I think there's a lot more there needs a lot more to happen before it can change. The situation over there is much different than over here. Of course, it's not so yeah, how do you call it? How would I say it? It's
Hostile?
not so, yeah, it's not so hostile over here than in the States. But yeah, the racism is everywhere.
Right.
Unfortunately it is everywhere. So also here in the Netherlands, but
Right.
not so hostile than it is in the States. I think
Yeah.
the culture is very different. Also, the States. I've been there a couple of times, and the culture is so different than to the Netherlands. So when you compare it to the Netherlands.
Right, for sure. Definitely different. And then is it, not to be negative, is it different in a bad way? Is it just different I feel like we're very
Yeah,
loud and we're very aggressive and we're very out there. And social media now is so
yeah,
important, so vital for Americans, I feel like, people are doing stuff for social, justice and doing stuff social media to, get themselves heard. So
Yeah.
is that big differences?
Well, it's happening over here also, but what I meant with there's a big difference. I've been there. Last time I've been to the States was in February. I was there in Vegas to watch the Tyson Fury Wilder fight.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
there, and I was sitting next to me and my manager. We were sitting next to a white guy from Texas, and he just blatantly asked the question, "Who you guys rooting for?" So yeah, we were just there to watch a good fight, and he just said like, I'm for Fury because I hate black people, just that blatantly, and for us, we're not used to that here in the Netherlands. It's much
Right.
more reserved, It's much more reserved, and unfortunately, these things it exists over, and also here in the Netherlands. Like we have like a child's party, child's party. How do you call? Yeah, I would say a
Like,
child's party that's held
okay,
every year, uh, which is now raising questions because there's the usage of blackface. There's been a tradition like for the Netherlands, it's been a tradition since the war, I think, but
okay,
there's some uses of the blackface, and yeah, now with the Black Lives Matter movement, they are raising questions about that also,
sure, sure.
which is a good thing. Everything
Absolutely.
should everything should be held accountable. There's different times. It's not like 50, 60 years ago, and things need to change. So I think it's
Right.
a good thing.
I say that all the time. I remember as a kid flying on an airplane and seeing people smoke cigarettes on an airplane. And
Yeah.
nowadays, you wouldn't even think of it. Like,
Yeah.
times change, people. I think people grow and get smarter. And I think we're getting into hopefully a better place that people can start, making better decisions going forward. Not to say, oh, this used to happen in the past. The past is the past, and we've got to move
Yeah.
forward. So
Yeah.
hopefully, we
Yeah.
can move that way.
Yeah.
To transition back into mixed martial arts, the combat sports,
Yeah.
six-time world champ. So the game plan October, and then
Yeah.
to get a couple wins, and then probably maybe 2021, try to really transition to blossom into a big career.
Well, if it's possible, I have to, like I said, I have to feel it out first. This
Okay,
first fight is more like a fill out process.
like
If
a
I like it,
trial one.
yeah, like a trial one. If I do like it, everything is possible.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to like it. Like for instance, kickboxing has always been my first love, and that comes natural to me. So I have to
Mm,
make the transition like good, before you even make the step to go to
right.
the MMA. And I have to take my time with that, Don't have to
Absolutely.
rush it. So because I've seen a lot of kickboxers who made a transition and it worked out terribly for them. And in a good Adesanya is I think the only one now who made it and
All the
in
way
a
to the
good
top.
way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
he made it all the way to the top. So, and he took his time also.
Mhm.
He was fighting kickboxing on the side. He did some MMA, and then he fully transitioned. So you have to take your time with it.
Absolutely. Who are some UFC fighters? It could be now, or some UFC fighters a couple years in the past that you're like, wow, you see their game, you mimic your game as a light heavyweight, the greatest light heavyweight of all time, maybe the greatest fighter of all time, John Jones, who's a first
Yeah,
round management guy. Is that someone you've seen that you're like, whoa, I like what they do inside that octagon?
yeah, yes, yeah. John Jones, of course. The guy's all-time great, maybe the
Yeah.
greatest. Yeah, he's proved it already. But I used to like Nick and Nate Diaz. I like
Oh, okay.
I like their attitude also. So I
Yeah.
used to like, yeah, the way they conduct themselves. Yeah, I just had a feel for those guys. And in the ring also they had good cardio.
Yeah.
Yeah, their cardio was ridiculous. So
Another
and I
one for
and I
you.
used to like McGregor also. McGregor.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
Talking about Nick and Nate Diaz, another guy for you that definitely check him out. You can find him through social media. We just had him on the podcast a week or two ago. Is
yeah,
Nick Maximov? He's actually light heavyweight, 205
yeah.
pounds. He trains with Nick and Nate. He's
Oh, really?
4-0, super young, and
Yeah.
he reminds me so much of the Diaz brothers. But the kid's a star.
Nice.
Kid's a star. So he's maybe you never know. 2-3 years from now, you guys could be main evented Madison Square
Yeah,
Garden versus
yeah,
Maximov.
yeah. Nice. That will be nice. I will check them out for sure. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'd love for you to take some more time. I saw on your
Yeah.
Instagram page 5 a.m. nutrition.
Yeah. Me and a couple of friends of mine are working on a nutrition line. We are in the baby stages still, but we're working on that. We're working on that, like a side project.
Very cool.
I'm working on. Yeah.
Very cool.
So hopefully in the future you will get to see more about 5 a.m. nutrition also.
Very true. Very true. And
Yeah.
anytime you want to come on, talk about it or promote it, we'll definitely push it for you, my friend.
Yeah.
But
Thank you. Thank you.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Platform's yours.
Yeah.
Social medias or anyone as sponsors, or you want to thank anyone for the gym of that nature. The
Yeah.
platform is yours, my friend.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I would like to thank you, of course, for having me on here, and yeah, my sponsors. I have two great sponsors. I am Superb. They supported me. They've been supporting me for the last couple of years, and they are doing tremendous jobs. Uh, a owner of McDonald's, Edwin Ohms, who supported me also. He's one of my top sponsors. You would think McDonald's is a crazy is a crazy link, but yeah, I have some great sponsors. I would like to thank my team also. Yeah, and everybody who's close to me. Without them, this all would have been possible. So even my girlfriend.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah,
Louis, man, we're so excited over to here to see you. Like I said, we've seen highlights, we've seen videos. We can't wait for you to hopefully transition to mixed martial arts and then hopefully
yeah,
even transition into the UFC. We would love to see more of you, and we'll talk
yeah.
soon.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, like I said before, if I'm always going for the top, and if I do transition to MMA, I'm definitely aiming at UFC,
There you
nothing
go.
less.
There you go.
Yeah, well,
Thank you, Louis. Appreciate your time.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you.